Having said that, I'm saying 28 degrees today easily, and well, earlier on my co-host was saying 29 only to beat me. I know she's going to win too. That's the scary thing about it. The last daytime show here at Galaxy, and it is Monday, December 21. Got to welcome everybody along this morning that's joining us through this marathon day. I've got to be honest, it's going to be a very long day today, introducing and meeting up with artists that we've had through the year, and believe me, it's been an absolutely brilliant year with meeting so much talent. Right now we're going to head on over to the UK and meet up with a good friend of mine coming, now let me get the right microphone turned on, coming out of the UK, and Gary Porter, nice to have you with us, my friend.
It's great to be back, Grant, and it's lovely to be back with you and Barbara on your Christmas extravaganza and your show. Only another 5 sleeps in it till the big fat man comes down the chimney or something like that.
Something like that, but believe me, well, I'm keeping an eye out for him. I really am. I want to check that he's got a passport to be able to get in here with a little certificate that says that he's COVID-free, you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean, yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, I want to try and, well, I've always wanted to kidnap him. See if I can torture the recipe for what makes these reindeer fly. I want that stuff.
Well, I think you have some in front of you. That would help. I think it's something to do with the lion. I think that may get them flying after a few.
Believe me, after a few of those, I will be seeing flying reindeer. Believe that's a given. And there is a special reason for it. And I got to be honest with you. Yes, the bosses are away today, leaving us in charge. We you know, the inmates are running the asylum right now. And shenanigans are going to happen all the way through the day. It really, really is. But first of all, I tell you what, guys, let me do this.
Galaxy 107fm.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. I've just been told Oklahoma is listening right now. Looking forward to meeting up with them very, very shortly. I really, really am. But right now, over in the UK, yes, believe me, it's nice to go on back to England and catch up with good old friend of ours and family member to Galaxy, Gary Porter. Now, Gary, always love catching up with you. This is a very, very special time right now, and I'm loving your backdrop too, by the way.
Oh, he's frozen.
Oh, he's frozen.
Where are you?
There.
We're back?
Yeah, you're back.
He needs a bit more light.
We're back? Okay.
Yeah.
We had a little bit of centre dust there, I think, that interfered with the airwaves.
Yeah, that'll be what it was, absolutely. Now, I'm absolutely loving your backdrop right now. But when we first met up not so long ago, one of the most favourite songs that we actually played of yours was Misunderstood Blues. Refresh our memories. Tell us a little bit about that.
Misunderstood Blues. Well, that was there's one of the songs I recorded over in America when went over there with Buddy and them, and I think it was the one that more or less recorded off the top of my head when we was over there. I think I wrote that one while I was over there, and Misunderstood Blues. Yeah, it was quite a good song. I think it was written one evening after a session, something like that. I think, Grant. It was put together, you know, but one of those that just generate in the spur of the moment. There wasn't a lot of time and effort that went into that one, thankfully.
Yeah, you know, Gary, I got to be honest with you. I talked to a lot of entertainers, a lot of artists, a lot of songwriters over the time of doing this, and well, I've come to the conclusion. You know, these 5-minute songs, they can have the longevity of being, you know, the best song made.
It's strange how it works that way, eh? It's it does really. I mean, we've been in lockdown since February, I guess, something like that. And Santa's gone across again. You still there?
Yeah, we're still here, my bro. Don't worry, we're still here.
Yeah, okay. So, so since February, I think February, March, we've been in lockdown, and I've been writing a project. We labelled it Crisis Days, which is my first band, and I've been doing that with a pal of mine who was in the first band with me, Mick Cope, from many years past now, and we were sort of bored. And this was after a couple of days. I think you and I had the similar chemistry makeup. I imagine that we were very restless, and we were bored. I think we were the first band to put something together over. We like to call it shed to shed. It's studio to studio, but we haven't met since February. We've written and recorded and made videos to 15 tracks now under the label of Crisis Days, because that's the project we've been doing this year to keep ourselves a little bit sane and not being able to play either. Has kept us, out of trouble.
Fair enough. Well, I tell you what, it seems to be one of the most favourite songs here at Galaxy of yours right now. So it is an absolute pleasure to play Gary Porter live here, Misunderstood Blues. Damn, it's hot in here. It is. Absolutely sweating. How are you feeling there, Gary? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Yeah, absolutely fine. It just froze a couple of times, I think it's the...
Yeah, so, okay, it wouldn't help if I did something like that all the time then, would it?
There, you fooled me. You got me.
Dear. Oh, gosh. We do have Old Time Christmas coming up next, my bro.
Oh, great. Yeah, okay. How was that for you? Did you have the...
Loved it.
It's the first, Grant. It'll be the first and the last one that I do, I think, Christmas song-wise. But, again, it was just one of the from studio to the next. And, why not,
Exactly. And believe me... But believe me, I think there's, this is a classic song. Literally, a classic Christmas song. I think you have a talent for it, bro.
We try not to make it, try not to make it too Christmassy, if that makes sense, and something a wee bit different. I think there's a tuba going on in there somewhere, and lyrically wise, it wasn't soppy Christmas type thing. So yeah, it's a little bit different, and it's quite interesting to make, actually, especially in the summer when it was hot, which is it's strange to get into the vibe,
Easy for us, bro. We know how to do that. We make sandcastles, not snowmen.
This is true.
It is true, Hey, listen, this is the last day I'm working besides New Year's Eve. So guess what me and my mankini are doing this summer?
Retiring.
You're retiring my mankini.
Yes. High
Really?
Barefoot Mini Market, wherever you are. I'm not sure where.
Barbara wants to
But we're
retire
in
my
New Zealand.
mankini.
Yes.
Gary, the hard thing about the mankini was we couldn't figure out where to put the logo.
Okay. You'd have to auction it off on eBay, or something. That'll be the one, a Galaxy FM auction.
Don't tell the girls that. Don't put that idea in their heads.
I already got it.
Oh, yeah.
I take my time, not seeing the way, misunderstood, I'm feeling good, Lord,
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and for you guys that are following us right now, thank you so much for joining us here at Galaxy. It is our special show, it is the Christmas show, and well, if you're going to be watching it a little later on YouTube, you know what to do, right? Yeah, sub, thumb, bell, bingo. You get it, right? You do. Absolutely. And joined live, coming out of the UK right now, is Gary Porter, good friend to Galaxies, and I'm absolutely elated to be having an old-time Christmas song to be able to get in. You know, believe me, we need old-time Christmas songs. We do. Well, we need new ones as well. We need some originals, and, well, I think this is a bit of each of that. It's an old-time Christmas song where it's a little bit new and a lot original. Gary Porter, tell me about an old-time Christmas song.
Old-time Christmas song. It was written. I was trying to capture some of the things, sort of like from the past into a Christmas song. Not have too much reference to the Christmas early on in the song, so it become too repetitive and boring. But I did want to try and get a cheesy chorus into it, which I hope I've done that, just to be an earworm to annoy everyone, you know. my little UK Christmas gift to everyone, just to annoy their eardrums a bit, you know.
Believe me, I'm absolutely loving this. I really, really am. So right here, live, joined by Gary Porter, coming out of the UK, is Old Time Christmas Song.
Sing along.
It's a nicky can.
No, it's the bowl of food.
Oh, Sophie didn't eat it.
And the one on the floor.
Casey didn't eat it. They didn't eat their food. That's what
Right,
it's
okay,
with it.
that's all I need to know.
Sorry about that. I did feed them.
I got to play the accordion on it too, you know, Graham.
Oh, okay.
It was the first instrument I ever played when I was a wee kid. I was about 5. And started playing it, and I hadn't sort of really played it since my late 20s or something like that. Easy, you know, and for a long time before then, and it was quite enjoyable. Just putting one on and playing along to it, you know, brought back some cool memories.
Awesome. Hey, bro, I was over at a friend's place the other day, and we were sitting out in his backyard at a table under an umbrella kind of thing, having a few cold ones, having a couple of cigarettes.
Okay.
And he looks worried, and I says, what's the problem? And he goes, well, Mum and Dad sort of aren't getting on too well. And I went, what are you talking about? And he goes, well, about a week ago, Mum and Dad were sitting out here having breakfast, nice summer's morning, and she says to Dad, Bob, if I pass away, will you get married again? And the old man had a fit apparently, and he didn't want to talk about it, stormed off, you know, threw his paper all over the place. I went, okay, all right. And he goes, well, the problem is that night Mum asked the same question. I went, yeah. He goes, well, it was tragic, let's put it that way. He says, but this has been going on now for 3 days. I went, okay. And he goes, look, finally the old man gave up and said, yes, Marjorie, I will get married again. Okay? She goes, oh, will you? He goes, yes. She goes, oh, will you sell the house? He goes, no. I'm going to sell the house. She goes, oh, will you sell the cat? No, I won't sell the cat. What about my golf clubs? Look, she's left-handed.
Yeah, nice one, cool. How do you use that one?
Merry Christmas, bro.
Merry Christmas, man.
Merry Christmas.
Anyway, let's go back to the desk. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and I'm joined live coming out of the UK by Gary Porter and the Elf.
And Eddie the Elf, or as we like to call him in England, Edward.
Edward, yeah,
Edward the Elf.
very regal.
Very regal, but it's Eddie the Elf.
Yeah.
We like him, he's okay, he's cool.
I see the American version's come out as well, you know, Elf on a Shelf, but it's got a bubble now.
We froze again there just a little bit.
Okay,
Santa went across just at the wrong time there, man.
yeah, well, he's doing that right now.
Happy
You got to worry
birthday,
about that guy.
He's
You
very
know,
busy man.
Thank
yeah,
you for joining
very
us.
busy man.
Happy
I see the American version of Elf on a Shelf has come out. He's in a glass bubble.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see but not touch. It's the ultimate disappointment for any little girl, really, isn't it? Yeah, have an Elf on a Shelf. You just can't have it, literally.
But you can't touch it.
No. You know, that's sort of my sense of humour. I would do that, you know what I mean? Believe me, when I give toys to kids, I make sure that there's no batteries included.
Well, if you're anything like me, when it comes to the birthday parties, they have a thing over here, I don't know if you have it there, where they pass the parcel around.
Yeah, it's the fastest game in Ireland, isn't it?
Paper.
Isn't
what I mean?
that the fastest game in Ireland?
They pass the parcel, they put layers and layers of paper, it stops when the music stops, kids unwrap it, and someone gets the prize at the end. But I like to make them work for it. I put gaffer tape round it, I put everything round it.
No cheese involved, it's just
Same
paper.
thing, eh?
Absolutely. Do you have one where you have women sit on blown up balloons, try and pop them?
It sounds like an adult thing, doesn't it? Is that okay?
Yeah, well, you know,
So-
sort of like a boat race thing where you have lots of people at a bar, you know, at tables drinking beer, and then one person goes along, the woman goes running over to one side, hops on a balloon, pops it, and the next team starts. Have you ever had that game?
No, I haven't. I haven't been invited to that party.
Believe me, that's a lot of fun until you get somebody like me that puts a few thumbtacks in the blown up balloon. Well, what do you know? They get the point. They do. Gary, we're going to have to move on right now, my friend, but I do thank you so much for your friendship, for everything that you've done. 2020, it's been a surreal year. Please stay safe. Please stay healthy, won't you, my friend?
Certainly will, and I'd love to wish you and all your listeners, yourself and Barbara and all the crew, for putting up with me this year. It's been lovely to meet you. And hopefully we'll crack on, and if the COVID goes, we would really I'd love to come over with the Crisis Band and play in New Zealand. So hopefully it gets better next year and we can work something out.
Absolutely, my friend.
But you know, very Merry Christmas sincerely to all of you, and hope you have a safe New Year as well.
Absolutely, my friend. Thank you so much, Gary. Merry Christmas to you and your family, all your loved ones. Please stay safe, have a very happy New Year, and celebrate like I would celebrate. Know what I mean? Absolutely. Take care, my friend. Don't go to it just yet, but we'll go right back to the old studio.